Amaka's story. Green painted bungalow. Green painted bungalow.
A quiet guardian.
Peace in the chaos of life.
I go get space. I go watch all my this thing. My children clothes. Yes.
For the Hayatama Co sponsor task, the housemates were grouped into 4 teams. For Team Heritage, we have Sultana, Ivata, Joanna, Bright, Mensan, and Isabella. For Team Gen Power, we have Dede, Jason, Culture, Boy, and Big Susu. For Team Power Saver, we have Thelma, Denari, Coin, Tracy, and Midi. And then Team Fresh Vibe, we have Faith, K-Bobo, Zita, Imisi, and Kula. The first activity of the day is pop the balloon, but then with a twist. So each team will have to bring 2 players. One person will have to pop the balloon while one other person reads. So what happened is a story of Amaka, whose husband traveled, had to buy Hayatama Co, take care of foodstuffs and all of that. So when this story is being read, on the mention of color black, you pop the black balloon. If you hear green, you pop green. If you hear red, you pop red. Meanwhile, mind you, this is a story, a long story at that. And as they read it, you pop instantly, immediately. Now, when you pop the wrong balloon, you lose 2 points. Okay? So let's say they are reading and they said, and the blackout happens. And instead of popping the black balloon, you mistakenly pop the red balloon, your team loses. Joanna, Thelma, Dede, and Faith were all poppers for their various team, while Sultana, Tracy, Doris, and Kola read for their various team. At the end, Team Heritage won 20 points, Team Gen Power 18 points, Team Power Saver 18 points, and the Team Fresh Vibe 16 points. Big Brother informed them that they were actually supposed to score 18 points, but because K-Bobo interfered when it was being played, they lost 2 points. Now to the next activity of the night. For this one, each team will bring out 3 representatives, and all these players have to do is to transport an item from the hamper to their team Hayatama Co washing machine. So within each hamper, you will find 1 duvet, 3 t-shirts, and 1 bedsheet. So these 3 players will take turn in transporting this. So each player will have to pick 1 clothing item at the sound of the buzzer. So what it means that at the sound of the buzzer, the first player picks an item and take it to the washing machine. And on getting there, ensure while going there, while transporting, you have to make sure that you just have only one of your leg on the platform. On arriving to the washing machine, you place the item, and then you close it. When you close it properly, you then shout 1 less thing to worry about. And then the second player from your team comes up and then do the same thing, get there, place it, close, scream 1 less thing to worry about, and the third player follows suit. At the end, the team that finishes the quickest gets 20 points. Second, 15, third, 10, fourth, 5 points. Well, Thelma, Denari, and Coin played for their team, Jason, Dede, and Culture for their team, K-Bobo, Kola, and Faith. Then we have Bright, Mensan, and Joanna for their team. At the end of this game, Team Heritage secured the 20 points, Team Gen Power 15, Team Power Saver 10, and now Team Fresh Vibe 5. Big Brother actually gave them a 5. He said that they carried their hamper to the washing machine, so they scored a 5. Imagine. Well, Biggie told them that next time they will do well to listen to instructions. The third activity is similar to this very one, the second activity, but the only difference here is that they will have to carry the items on their palm. So just like the previous one, 3 members will be playing this one as well. All they have to do is to store an item in their team's refrigerator, and the items are baskets of fruits, crate of drink, and carton of frozen chicken. All they have to do, the first player will pick one, deposit in the fridge, and say 1 more thing to worry about. And then the second person follows suit and go and store. Same with the third person. While playing this, one leg on the platform, and then they will have to hold the item being transported on their palm. If any falls in the while in transit, you must try again. And then on getting to the refrigerator, there is a reference picture of how each should be stored. Okay, you will see the section for chicken, frozen chicken. You'll see the one for fruits, and you see the one for drinks. Big Brother then told them that when each team that places theirs in the correct place gets 2 points, but when you do not place your item in the right position, you lose 2 points as well. At the end, the quickest 20, second 15 points, third 10 points, and fourth 5 points. Faith, Zita, and K-Bobo played for their team. Coin, Mide, and Denari played for their team. Big Soso, Jason, and Dede played for their team. Joanna, Mensan, and Bright represented their team. At the end of this category, Team Gen Power finished first. However, they put one item in the wrong place, so they got 22 points. Mind you, you get 2 bonus points every time you place an item correctly, and then you lose 2 when you place in a wrong spot. So with that, Team Heritage, Team Gen Power secured 22 points, Team Heritage 15 points, Team Power Saver 11 points, Team Fresh Vibe 12 points. Now to the third activity, which is puzzle. For this puzzle, a reference picture was not even a picture, a reference image was displayed on the screen, and each team will have 5 minutes to play, and they will have 2 players. So each team will have 2 representatives. Dede and Jason J represented their team in this category. Coin and Tracy played for their team. Bright and Ivata, and Faith and Imisi. Ivata and Bright Morgan finished the quickest, securing 20 points for Team Heritage, while Imisi and Faith followed suit, securing a 15 points for their team. And then we have Tracy and Coin at the third position, securing 10 points for Gen Power. Well, Dede and Jason J was still playing even after the buzzer went off. They secured 5 points for their team. Even Biggie had to laugh while giving them that. The last activity of the night is a presentation, and each team will have 5 minutes to present, where they will be doing well to detail the products, Hayatama Co products. Starting with Team Fresh Vibe, they started their presentation with Faith and Cola, inviting the rest of their friends to the house so they can chill. On getting there, Zita, K-Bobo, and Imisi, who happens to be these friends, started telling Faith and Kola how his house is giving, how Kola's house is giving a fresh vibe. Everywhere is so chilled, yet they can't even see the AC. They can't hear an AC noise. And Kola was like, do you expect me to, after going through Lagos traffic, to still have sound coming off my AC? And from there, the advertisement started. They talked about how their AC is 70%, reduces 17% of electricity bill, that it has inverter, it regulates itself, 5 years warranty. Team Heritage came up with Mensan, Joanna, Ivata, Isabella, and Sultana all complaining about doing laundry. So for Joanna, rat chopped a piece of her clothes while in the washing machine, and she was wondering, how did rats get into my washing machine? For Mensan, it was about how his washing machine no longer do laundry for the whole family at a go, that the space is too small. And for Ivata is how the clothes she washed still have that sweat smell, meaning that the washing machine didn't do a good job. One complaint and the other. Then Brian Morgan comes in and starts to tell them about the Hayatama Co washing machine. Up next was Team Gen Power. Soso came in sweating, complaining on how she still cooks with stove. When I want shade big. Anyways, Doris then come in telling her, your husband should do well to get you the Hayatama Co cooker, that they got one for her, Madam Cooker, being the madam of the house, that it has double safety knobs to avoid ignition, that is stainless steel. Dede comes into the picture. You know how women want to show off that their husband is getting them all the good things, and they start to talk about another variant of Hayatama Co product. From there, they moved to their 30-liter microwave. Then from there, they also moved to their television. And finally, Team Power Saver. It happens with Denari complaining and worrying about the best refrigerator to get. That he's here to get a fridge for his house. And he's thinking of which one to buy. And Tema comes in telling him about how his refrigerator came with an ice crusher and a water dispenser, and Tracy started to mention how has both wet and dry zones, so no odor in your food, no odor in your freezer, and it makes food even last longer. Midday then spoke on how it retains frozen food for 100 hours without power supply. And Coin also mentioned how the student version he's using is a single door that is stays 3 days even without power supply, and it has this LD light that students like paparazzi, and to top it all, it has 10 years warranty. So Team Power Saver has had the best presentation, securing 20 points for their team. Team Fresh Vibe 15 points, Team Gen Power 10 points, Team Heritage 5 points. And with that, with a total score of 80 points, Team Heritage becomes the winners of tonight's Hayatama Co sponsor task. Congratulations to Ivata, Joanna, Sultana, Isabella, Mensan, and Bright Morgan. Big Brother proceeded to tell the housemates that they will still be spending the night in the garden, and also, but this time around, the head of house will also join the rest of the housemates in sleeping in the garden. Coming out of the arena, and Kola became really emotional, crying, telling Missy that he wanted tonight's game so much, that he wanted his team to win, that he's yet to win, and what happens? What if he goes on Sunday? So it will become of him that he didn't win any task while in the house. But Missy was there encouraging him, telling him, don't worry, that God is working out something for you. And Kola as well said, yeah, that God is alive, that he will keep being hopeful. Anyways, that's it for tonight's task. And for Colas people, if you're watching, I beg, pump in votes for your guy. Remember, voting ends tomorrow. Do well to drop some votes for him. Let him not go on Sunday. Let's know if he will win next week, okay? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye.
Hold on, so nothing is smelling here.
Tough food fast because it has three directional turbo burner. It has a water dispenser and 10 years warranty.
Team Heritage. Congratulations.